Hello everyone, welcome to Nick Presents India Kids Summit Season 3. I have with me the lovely Ranjita Raman ji. How are you, ma'am?
I am doing great. Thank you for inviting me. Great honor to be with all of you. Thank you.
What I want to know from your end is that in particular, especially when we talk about kids content, there aren't too many events that particularly talk about this particular genre. So what do you have to say about India Kids Summit in general and the fact that it celebrates kids content in a way that nobody else probably does?
I think. Thank you so much. I think it's a great platform for parents and children to know what is good and what is bad for them. While we talk about kids content, I think it's a very, very broad area and needs to be exposed to people is what is right content, what is wrong content, what is age appropriate content, how that to be displayed, how much of essentials and non-essentials has to be kept in mind. Also little exposure on experiential learning, learning through the virtual reality. Experiential learning, because the event has been hosted by Kidzania, I would say this is one of the best platform to give kids experiential learning to the children, and that actually helps children to know a lot, and experiences how do they want to shape up their career in future.
There are different mediums, and over the last few years we have seen kids content grow in different ways. You talk about anime, you talk about new shows on different TV shows as well. So what do you have to say in the way the kids content has grown in the last 5 years? What is the most significant growth point that you have seen?
If I have to talk about 5 years, I will in particular talk about the area which was pre and post COVID. I think there had been extreme difference that was being seen. So pre-COVID, of course, as per the data, it says that 48% of students between 8 to 18 years are there on social media and OTT platforms, which means that the raise post-COVID has been, there has been a great surge which is seen in the kids' content absorption in this time. Also, these channels and a lot of OTT players, EdTech companies, I think coming together has done a fabulous job, which has given rise to 58% of children between age 8 to 18 are consuming online digital learning content.
That's quite a lot of statistics and interesting indeed. Now when we talk about kids, aakhir bacche to bacche hi hai, it's very difficult to get their attention and get that retention span from their end. So what do you think is the biggest challenge in order to curtail that?
So I think content would only be helpful if it gives an experiential edge to it. And I think that's where a lot of companies are missing out in bringing the experiential learning through virtual reality. A plain display of content would not be sufficient enough to teach children is what we wish to. And therefore the attention span which is seen has been falling every month as per the statistic. So it is important that people should come up with new content, new ways of displaying the content, which I just said, experiential learning, virtual realities are some of it to ensure that the attention span is higher and children are able to give good attention to their learning needs.
We talk about virtual reality. One word that is very, very popular right now is metaverse. Do you think metaverse can be utilized in a very good way in order to, kind of maximize the potential for kids' content?
Absolutely yes, because it has a lot of potential. Given a right attention and good trend, I think we should be able to do great with it. Yeah.
Thank you so much for joining us for this chat. I hope you have a lovely session going forward. Thank you. Pleasure.